Hey everyone, it's Mr. Marambo. So you're here because you chose the first option in our CER project zoo exhibit advertisement, which is the persuasive essay. Let's go ahead and review the rubric and the expectations of what this persuasive essay should look like. If you scroll through the next page, you will find that the first thing I tell you is to make sure that the essay is submitted separately on its own document, separate from this project packet. Now, this is important because the persuasive essay is a separate grade from all this research that you've done in preparation for this final product. Now, traditional essay is typed using Times New Roman's font or Calibri font. Make sure it's 12 point. Other than that, unlike ELA, I have no sentence minimum or maximum, no paragraph minimum or maximum, but it still must follow this rubric I'm about to tell you. And quick side note, it's advisable, I'm advising that you at least write 5 sentences per paragraph so that you know that you at least reach the expectation. It seems if you write less than that, you're missing something. But that's just a little tip or trick. Let's jump right into the rubric. So this is a persuasive essay. You are answering the prompt, is your organism a good choice for a zoo exhibit? For your claim, it doesn't have to be a paragraph. Literally, it's one sentence to get all the points. You're answering yes or no. My organism is a good fit, or my organism is not a good fit for my zoo exhibit, or a zoo exhibit for the matter. Now here comes the sections, the paragraphs. It can be 1, 2, or 3, but it must fit these rubric standards. This is the meat and bulk of your grade: evidence, reasoning, and organization. Your evidence is simply identifying what's there. What's the data, the research that you collected? This is your criteria. This is your constraints. This is the engineering problems that you discuss. This is everything that is relevant to your claim. So you're not using all your constraints, not using all your criteria, not using all your engineering problems, only the ones that are relevant to your, yes, my organism is a good fit for a zoo exhibit, or no, my organism is not a good fit for a zoo exhibit. It needs to be relevant to your answer. That's what makes this persuasive. Reasoning is why this piece of evidence makes your claim stronger, and organization is that this essay is organized in very clear parts. I have my claim, one sentence, a lot of arguments, and then a conclusion. That's it. There's transition words. I know you're arguing for your claim, which makes it persuasive. If you got all this that I've just said, you got yourself a 3 and a perfect score. I have a model down here that'll make things clear. It is a model of a paragraph that is a good 3 paragraph. Take this time to read it on your own, and I'll go through it to show why it includes evidence, reasoning, and good organization. So obviously I've said that my organism is a great choice for a zoo exhibit. I mentioned that in the first sentence. I also mentioned a criteria I've identified, that the zoo is focused on bringing more customers in because that's how they make money. That is a criteria and research directly related. That's evidence. The reasoning here is that I'm making it sound like, this is where the persuasiveness comes in. I'm saying that because my zoo is focused, has a criteria of bringing a lot of customers in to make money, I'm saying that the Chihuahua does that. That's reasoning. Next sentence. The Chihuahua is a naturally uninteresting organism. This is a constraint I've identified. Well, constraints are generally things that hold me back. But hey, this is persuasive, so I'm going to use this to my advantage. Here I use individual level and also population, which is vocabulary words that I should be seeing. But using the constraints I have, it's a naturally uninteresting organism, and a Chihuahua can only survive with other Chihuahuas. And again, that's all just evidence. I'm identifying what is simply evidence. I then state some more evidence that's related to this, which is my engineering problem. The zoo exhibit must be large for the Chihuahua. It has to be to house all the Chihuahuas. It just has to be. That's in this engineering problem in this model. But then I make it an argument because there are so many Chihuahuas, then that means that it will attract more customers, therefore making more money. And here's that rhetorical question right here. The bigger the better. Who would want to see only one Chihuahua when they could see 7 or 20 at once? And I acknowledge all the constraints, though the cost of making this will be a lot. We're gonna make that money back and more, because the more Chihuahuas, the bigger the space, the better. And this is persuasive. That is what I should be seeing in the chunks, in the middles of your persuasive essay. And there you have it. If you have any more questions, please reach out to me during my office hours. And one thing I forgot to mention, I'm hearing from a lot of you that you did not know that you can not only message me over Google Chat, you could always do things face-to-face with me so we can walk through it if that's a better option for you. And without further ado, if you did not finish the instructional video for today, make sure to hop back onto there. But without that saying, have a great one and hope to see you next time.